Hey guys, it's Penny Pinching Granny. I'm getting ready to put some lima beans on, and I thought I would bring you along. I finally got my canisters empty. As you can see, they're over there drying. I did get them up. Can you see those? Some on top and some up here on top. So I did get that done. Let me cut some more light on because you can't see good in here. Alright. When I first got hurt, I was complaining about my house feeling like a prison. So my mom bought this sign for me. No whining, crying, outright blubbering, or the likes thereof whatsoever. This is a respectable jail. I thought that was cute. But anyway, let's get over here and yes, we cook lima beans, and we cook all of our beans in the South with either ham, fatback, or side meat. And I always look them because you just don't know if there's any rocks or anything in there. I have found rocks in them. I've seen some people that just dump them, but I'm too funny about my food, I guess. This old pot right here, this old club aluminum pot. And I know a lot of people say don't cook in aluminum, but when I first moved back home, as I told you on another video, I didn't have any furniture or anything because the condo I rented at the beach had everything in it. All you had to do was carry your towels, sheets, and clothes. So when I came back, it was Christmas time, and I volunteered to cook Christmas dinner. And all I had was that pot that I showed you that I had got from my grandmother in 1969. And my mom brought this pot over, and I bought an aluminum pan to cook the ham or turkey, whichever it was in it. And that's how I cook dinner. Just goes to show you don't have to have a lot of stuff to cook with. But this is my favorite pot, especially for browning like beef. I like to brown, if I'm making like beef stew, I like to brown my beef in here in a little oil, and then put a little tomato paste in it to scrape up the brown bits on the bottom. Pour a little beef broth in. Makes for a good base. And this is the only pot I got that I can get that high temperature on without it messing up the pot. I can do it in my cast iron, but it causes your cast iron to stick. I always wash my beans a couple of times. And we're putting fat back in them today because that's what I have. And I know it's not supposed to be good for you, but I've been eating it ever since I was old enough to eat. When we got married, we didn't have that much money, which we never did have much money as far as that goes. But we had fatback. My ex-husband's mother, I know she cooked fatback every day. And so that's what I learned to do, cook fatback. That was our meat. We have beans, potatoes, fatback. That was pretty much a normal meal. Biscuits and cornbread. You had beans every day. It's a wonder we didn't get sick of them. But fortunately, there's so many different types of beans. I think my least favorite out of the ones that I cook would have to be green beans. I'm not too crazy about. My grandmother loved green beans. She could eat them every day. But they're okay. My favorite, I think, is cranberry beans. They're, if you haven't had them, they're sort of like pinto beans, but to me they're not as starchy as pintos. And they're have a little bit sweeter taste to me. Alright, let's get the burner going back here. This old stove's been in this house ever since I bought it, and I don't know how long it was here before. But it's down to 2 burners working. But that's okay. I have electric frying pans and crock pots. That's okay. The oven still works. But these 2 burners work. This one is the one that I canned on, which I'm not canning anymore anyway, irregardless of whether it works or not. But I called the repairman out here. He said he fixed it. When he left, it worked for a little bit. I called him back. And when I called him back, the doggone thing worked perfectly when he was here. And then it quit again. And I've even changed the burners out to see if that's what it was. And then this one back here, it just works when it wants to work. But that's okay. Like I said, I'm not complaining. It does what I need it to do. And I don't cook that much anymore anyway. Alright, what I do is I rinse the salt off my fat back. Now, some people fry their fat back before they put it in. I don't. I just put it in there. It'll give enough flavoring that you don't have to worry about it. Usually you fry it to get more grease out of it. There wasn't too many bad beans in there. But now, all I got to do is wait for these to cook. Put my chicken, I was going to put it in the crock pot, but I think I'm going to put it back in the pan. Oop, there goes the phone. Okay, I don't know where I was at, the phone rang. Healthcare, I don't understand why they don't leave it like it is instead of changing it every year, seems like. But anyway, I've got the beans cooking. I told you that we use fatback. And I think that was pretty much it. I'm going to vacuum my floor and I'm going to sit down and rest. So I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you like this video. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Thank you. This is Penny Pinching Granny.